Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Executor Bubbles, bringing you another episode of Wonderful Wednesdays. Now, if you like what I've been putting out, really love it if you could consider giving me a like, leaving me a nice comment down below, and subscribing to this channel. It really helps to grow this community as well as this program. This week is a special week. I want to share a little bit more happiness from the Father's Day weekend with some stories and lessons from fathers from all over the
Father's
world.
Day special.
Luckily, my buddy's back again to help me share these moments with you. Everyone, please put your hands together as we welcome Norbert the Munster. Welcome back to the show, Norbert.
Hey, Al. First things first. My beer?
Ah, shoot. Sorry about that, buddy. I totally forgot about your beer.
You did it on purpose.
Norbert, you know my memory is just as good as SpongeBob's, you know?
Oh, man. All right. You owe me 2 beers then.
Alright, fine. That sounds good. 2 beers? Easy peasy.
Hey, Bubbles. You get your haircut?
Yeah, I actually just got back from cutting it. Pretty good, eh? Anyway, since today is the Father's Day special, how about we start with a cool dad joke?
Oh.
What comes after USA? USB.
Oh.
Ah, come on, I thought that one was pretty funny. Alright, let's get started now, shall we?
About time.
The first clip I want to share with you all takes us all the way back to 2015. The Echo Storytelling Agency ran a campaign called #TellThemNow, where people were paired up with their fathers for a special Father's Day message. Let's take a look at this video together.
This is slightly intimidating.
Oh, so cute.
Dad, what about me makes you proud?
Oh, man.
Dad, what about me makes you proud?
Dad, what about me makes you proud?
Oh, man. Dad, what about me makes you proud?
And I have to answer that one? Yes. Just about everything that you do.
You're loving. You're funny. I could go on and on.
What makes me proud about you is you just being yourself.
I had trouble with alcohol. It was actually an intervention. Even with all the other people there, you were the real reason that I made the decision to go into the treatment center that I did. And thank you.
Thank you. You're helpful. Yeah, you forgot the funny part.
Your attention to hygiene.
Dad, I'm grateful to you for choosing to stay when I was little. Why am I crying?
At the time when I'm graduating and I'm packing up and leaving, then it's really gonna hit me. And
I think about a time when if you're not around, like that would be awful. But like you're the person that would always laugh.
Dad, I'm grateful because we didn't know how long you were going to be with us, so we're so happy that you're still here. Dad, I'm proud of you for knowing that the most important thing was to just give your kids so much time.
I've always been impressed by you. You made it easy. Thanks.
I miss having the chance to just check in with you. I miss your sketchbooks.
I love you. I love you too. We don't say it enough.
Hey.
I love you, Dad. It doesn't compute until they're gone. So tell them now. Sort of weird standing so close to you.
Oh, that was so sweet. I don't tell my parents that I love them nearly enough. You know, man, this is actually one of my biggest regrets. Not telling my grandmother that I loved her more before she passed. I was actually afraid to talk to her back then, and I still kind of am. I get a little scared when I go to visit her
Bubbles.
grave. Well, so since we should be living with no regrets, I should go and tell my parents how much I love them a little bit more often. Maybe the next time I see them. You should too, Norbert.
I think I'll just tweet the hashtag. It's a good hashtag. Alrighty, let's move it along. What else you got for us today?
Well, our next story is another touching one, also back from 2015, from MetLife, Hong Kong. It's called My Dad's a Liar.
Oh.
I know the name can be a little bit misleading, but let's be a little bit patient and give this one a watch.
Alright.
Here we go.
Okay.
Oh. So cute.
Daddy is the sweetest daddy in the world.
Wow.
Daddy is the most handsome, the smartest, the most clever,
Oh.
the kindest. He is my Superman. Daddy wants me to do well at school. Daddy is just great, but he lies. He lies about having a job. He lies about having money. He lies that he's not tired. He lies that he's not hungry. He lies that we have everything. He lies about his happiness. He lies because of me.
Oh man, that one was a real tearjerker, man. Wow. But a child's future is worth every sacrifice. So true, so beautiful, anywhere in the world.
Oh. Oh.
Hey Norbert, you alright, buddy?
Don't look at me. I'm crying all ugly. Can't believe it's gonna be on the net.
What's wrong, buddy?
Bubbles, I didn't grow up with a father. He divorced my mom and left us when I was young.
Oh, Norbert. I'm so sorry to hear that. It's been so tough for you growing up then, huh?
You bet. All those times I'd be out at soccer practice and people's dad came to pick them up, I had to go and catch the bus because my mom worked so late. I have an amazing mom, and I'm so thankful for everything she sacrificed, but it's been tough.
Oh man, I can't even imagine. You know, I had both my parents growing up, and they're real great. But I think it was really my friends that were the ones that got me through a lot of those hard times. And, you know, we shared a lot of lessons together. From the early days, from elementary school, middle school, all the way through high school, and even with my friends that I met in college, to today, the friends that I meet in my professional career and through the JCs. You know, most of you guys, you're the ones that really helped me through a lot of those really tough times, you know, and molded me to the man that I am today. And I'm just so grateful for everybody that kind of helped mold me into a cool guy. But anyway, next clip is about a story about a man named Clay. And he shares a little bit about his story as an adoptee and now as being an adopted father.
Good boy.
Let's take a look at this together, guys.
Were you out in the pool? No, Mama, we were playing outside.
So I learned the story of my birth mom, Priscilla, listening to her tell of what she had been through, to see her courage of how she stood up to others who had different opinions, that I would have had different life than I do now, and would not have met my wife and would not have my kids in the story that's been written for me.
Even more on his birthday every year, I get super emotional because she had a choice. She chose one that forever changed the course of my life.
And to see where she had come from and what she went through, it just gave me greater empathy and understanding for everything she had gone through to choose this life for me. So Kirsten and I had always talked about having a larger family ourselves. Reunifying with Priscilla and beginning to meet my biological family and learn my story. I began to have this perspective of how you could choose family. You could choose to love this way and have kind of a woven family together. And so we really felt this was a place for us to step in, really feeling a call in our state to foster. Our son, Isaac, came into this world with extreme challenges in front of him. He is one of the most remarkable human beings I've ever encountered in my life. We actually ended up adopting Isaac into our household. When we first adopted our son, I remember very specifically setting out with the mode of, though he's adopted, I'm gonna parent him the same as my biological kids. I'm gonna over the top make sure that we're the same with everyone. What I began to recognize and remember is that all kiddos are unique and different, whether they're biological, whether they're adoptive, no matter how they come into your family. The fundamental, who am I? What am I called to do? All these questions are gonna stir no matter the beginning of a child's story.
Jamie's on. Come on. Jamie's on, brush your teeth.
One of the gifts my son Isaac has given to me is just a connection point on the identity, nuances that I've gone through in my life as an adoptee.
When you open up your home to adoption, you are making a choice daily to love everyone, even more than you know that you're capable of doing.
With your spouse, with your kiddos, with your parents, with those that are closest to you, like, it's a choice every day.
In the morning, Dad shouted, "Get up, rise and shine, it's 3:45, let's leave here on time."
All those choices that my adoptive parents had to do to choose to love me, to choose me to be their son, to be in their family. And then I look at what Priscilla went through to choose to place me for adoption, right? To make this brave choice. And so again, it just weaves for me as an adoptee, and now even as an adoptive father, like that fundamental element of this is about a choice. Day in, day out, to build a family. This is a choice to love and to choose life every single day.
Clay is such a hero and a great father. I really liked how he emphasized the point about choosing such a loving and caring path despite all of the hardships and challenges that he actually faced in his own life. And his wife said it very nicely. I quote, "You are making a choice daily to love everyone, even more than you're capable of doing." That's just so beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah, Bubbles. Fathers are like real superheroes, aren't they?
Yeah, Norbert, they really are. But you know, I feel any one of us has the capacity to get out there and be that father figure to our kids. Any kids, you know? You don't have to go out and adopt a child per se, though it would probably help. You can go out, you can coach some kids in sports. You can get out there and mentor them in school. And, you know, there's a lot of options, you know? You could even mentor some of the kids in the junior JCs program that we got here in the States.
Hey, does JCI get out there and mentor young kids as well?
Well, Norbert, yes, as a short answer, but each JCI chapter functions like a totally different business. So a lot of what we do differs, you know. For example, we have a chapter out in the Tennessee, the Cookville JCs, where they always go out and they volunteer with Camp Hope, and they provide a great experience for the kids out there. Another example is our sister chapter out in Japan. The Sakai Takaishi JCs, they host the annual JC Cup tournament, which is a huge soccer tournament organized by JCI Japan. Brings together teams from all over the country to compete for the JC Cup title. My home chapter, JCI Honolulu, we have the Aero program where we work with a whole bunch of kids and we bring them an exciting STEM experience that teaches them the science of flight with the thrill of drone racing.
Wow, drones. Oh, wow, actually.
Yeah, you know, we're really doing our best. You don't really need to be in an organization like JCI, you know, to get out there. I think you just got to get out there and maybe care a little bit more and actually go and do it. I think the more of us doing anything like that, the better our futures will be. The lessons, the values that we impart to the next generation, I feel are just so important.
So true.
Hey Norbert, have you seen that awesome dad on YouTube lately?
I'm not sure if you noticed, but I don't have arms to a computer or a phone.
Right. Anyway, so there's this amazing dad out there from Seattle named Rob Kenney that put together a YouTube channel during the quarantine. And he teaches people, you know, little lessons about, you know, that they would normally get from their fathers, like how to tie a tie, how to shave, how to use pliers, you know. And, you know, what would a Father's Day this year be without mentioning him? Well, let's take a look at this clip from CBS with Rob Kenney, the official dad of YouTube.
You got to be careful with this. This is a needle nose pliers.
A few months ago, Rob Kenney had an idea for a YouTube channel, teaching some of the manly arts, like any good dad would.
That side, right? And we go around the front.
I'm trying to make it a one-stop shop where you can come in a calm way, be empowered to learn how to do this stuff for yourself.
As the son of a man who walked out on his children when Rob was just 14, Rob had to figure out so much for himself.
So today, I'm going to show you how to use a stud finder.
He couldn't be alone, he thought, and hoped for a few dozen subscribers.
How many do you have right now?
2.2 million.
That's not 30 or 40.
I know.
Let it drain down.
It's great to watch him unclog a toilet, but I think there's more to it than that.
Start on one side and work my way around.
Stephen Jacobs' real father never taught him to shave. Rob Kenney did.
I think he's just a modern day Mr. Rogers.
What would you want to tell him?
Thank you for filling in the hole that so many of us have in our souls.
Warm, compassionate, and peppered with dad jokes.
If you came here looking for help finding a boyfriend, that would be a different stud finder.
That's a
This
good
father
joke.
of the internet is also a child of the lockdown.
I'm going the wrong way here.
His whole project was birthed by the pandemic.
I think we're looking for an emotional connection right now because of this dang quarantine.
Call it a Father's Day silver lining. And for millions, a bright, shiny one at that. Jim Axelrod, CBS News.
Oh, jeez. I think he's just such a wonderful guy.
Mm-hmm. He's like the father we all needed, but not the one we deserve.
You got that one right, except for many, we did need him, and we did deserve him.
Oh.
I gotta say though, days like Father's Day are so important because even though fathers are trying their hardest day in and day out to be the best heroes that they can be, you know, they're still humans like you and me.
I want to know. I'm a monster.
I guess so. You know, let's actually take a look at our last clip today about a rural father who fell into depression after being into a car accident. The story is about how his wife really helped him overcome this situation, and it's just wonderful. Let's take a look from this clip from the South China Morning Post.
一个人睡觉不敢睡，就是害怕。还有就是一个床，就是几个人睡在一起，自己家的中间好，就这样。
有时候睡到半夜的，他就溜出去，我还得去找他。半夜我都去找他，每时每刻都看着他。 音乐放没有想法了，就没有想法，这心情就不一样。哎，越来越有意思了，两个人就听跳了。在遥远的南方，思念北方的你，风儿轻轻地吹，花儿含羞地忧郁，思念比光速还快，你在我心里。就说我很年轻，我听得特别的高兴，因为什么？我喜欢跳舞，我开心，我快乐，能蹦的就赶紧蹦，能干的就赶紧干，能吃的就去吃，我都希望大家。 一起跳起来，都像我们一样有个好身体。
How's that one, Norbert? Personally, I really enjoyed how his wife came together to help him through his hard times. You know, I'm not sure if I can speak on behalf of all the guys out there. Especially, you know, I'm not quite a father yet. But I feel like a lot of us guys are just so stubborn and we don't like to ask for help.
Yep.
Definitely not with mental health kind of things. But especially now during the quarantines, I think we got to remind ourselves to check up on ourselves, and especially our fathers. You know, our fathers, they've already sacrificed so much for us. And this pandemic must be a whole different experience for them.
I can't even imagine, Bubbles. In the last video, though, it was so uplifting and lighthearted. I feel so happy.
Wasn't it? I thought it was just so sweet. And that was a great example of how you can find real happiness anywhere in the world. without even a dime. You know, Norbert, I gotta say, finding these stories hasn't been easy at all,
Really?
but it has been so rewarding. Lately, like, I've been trying to tune out a lot of the mainstream media headlines and stuff from CNN, you know, MSNBC, Fox,
Fake
all that kind of
news.
stuff. And, you know, I've been really trying to dig up these wonderful stories for all of you guys, and it's just been such an amazing experience. You know, it's kind of strange. Instead of feeling angry or upset, you know, at whatever's going on, I feel like I'm becoming a better person in real time. You know, it's so strange. Like, I feel like I'm becoming a kinder, patient, more understanding person. Kind of like, you know, if you were to play like a
Softy.
video game like World of Warcraft or something, and then, you know, you kill like a whole bunch of high level monsters and you level up real quick. That's exactly like how I feel right now, and it's pretty cool. But at least that's my observation right now. And, you know, talking about this, I'm, full disclaimer, I'm half Korean, and, you know, we got a little bit of spice. So for me to just feel like I'm getting more patient and stuff, it's awesome.
Bubbles, I gotta say, I feel the same. I love being a part of the show.
You know it, bro. I love you being on the show too. I was a little worried about having you on at first, but I think we'll be alright.
I hope so too, Bubbles.
Well, everybody, thank you for sticking with us all the way to the end of this video. This channel and all that we do, all that we cover each week, highlights and recognizes all of you out there, the good people in the world. If you want to, you know, see any kind of different kind of content or want to share any of your stories, please leave them in the comment section down below, or you can share them with me at my email. You can email me at stories@ebubbleshi.com. As always, please hit the notification bell down below to be notified when a new video comes out. And to you fathers out there, men who are father figures, mothers and friends who are doing their best to fulfill the roles of a father, and all the rest of you for choosing to bring families together with the warmth of your heart, I just want to say thank you. Alright, well, we'll see y'all next week for another episode of Wonderful Wednesdays. And remember, if you're ever angry or upset, there's no angry way to say Bubbles. Aloha!
Cut.